Folks, I'm back tonight for another tailgate talk, and I've been doing some serious thinking, and I'm gonna pull the gloves off tonight, and I'm gonna offend some people, and y'all are gonna call me a racist and all kind of shit, but I'm done with it. I have pulled the gloves off. I have looked and watched and studied and you know, the news media is building this stuff up around these black guys getting shot by the cops. You don't see them talking about no white fellas getting shot by the cops. It's always the black fellas that get shot. And I'm gonna tell you something. That Dun A. Wright fella, I watched that video today. They had him outside the car trying to cuff him. Folks, all he had to do was to do what they asked him to do. Now, I agree. Y'all got your bitches, but I got mine. He got shot. Is he not liable for some of his actions? Is he just like he's not responsible for his actions? Really? Is that how we're gonna do this? Well, if that's how it's gonna be, then that shit ain't right. The youngin' that got shot, he had a gun. He had a gun. And they shot him. You know, I don't know how to tell y'all this, but I've never been a police officer, and you hadn't either. But if you are a police officer and you go to stop somebody and they start running from you and they stop and turn around with a gun, are you supposed to let them shoot you first? Is that how this works? No, that's not what the cops signed up for. That's not what they signed up for. You know, all this looting and pillaging that's going on, I vote that we just pull all the cops out. Just pull them out. Hell, all them bastards want is no police force. Pull them out. Just pull them out of the cities. And the first thing they're going to do is call 911. You know, come on. I mean, God almighty damn, y'all. Come on. This bullshit. It's a bunch of goddamn horse shit. Then you got some lunatic goes up there and shoots up a FedEx place. Some 19-year-old kid, probably been watching videos, took him some damn dope, went up there and shot up some people. You know, God almighty, I hate them people got shot. Damn, I mean, it's horrible that happened. And all the government wants to do is spout, oh, God almighty, damn, it was an AR-15, gun control, gun control, gun control. That ain't the answer. There's 330 million people in this country. And I just Googled it. That's how many people are in this country. Now, that probably don't count the million that Joe Biden's let in over the southern border in the last couple months. But that's what the census says we got in the country. Out of them 330 million, 200 million of them are probably gun owners. Do the math on that. How many people you think been shot? You know, all these dumbasses has got to do is look at what's going on. If they don't kill them with guns, they'll kill them with hammers or cars or truck bombs or whatever the hell they want to kill them with. Everybody wants to spew AR-15, AR-15. An AR-15 is a semi-automatic weapon that you can buy. I happen to own 3 of them, and I love them. No, I don't have 30-round magazines. I got 5-round magazines because I deer hunt with them. That's what the law allows me to have, is a 5-round magazine. I have no desire to shoot any people with my AR-15. That's not what I bought them for. That's not why I have them. But oh, the goddamn news media. And I want y'all to think on this, and I'm fitting to say some shit y'all ain't gonna like. You got the news media, and we've got people that have infiltrated CNN and some of these other places, and they have admitted that they lied. They lied to the United States to get rid of Donald Trump. They lied. They admitted it. They make up this narrative, they push it, and they push it, and they push it until people believe it. And then after it's all said and done, you find out they lied. They said the Russians targeted our troops. Well, that's been debunked. That's bullshit. But they pushed it until you believed it. Donald Trump told you it was a lie, and it was a goddamn lie. He told you that. But no, the news said, oh, hell, it's got to be true. And I am sick and tired of that. They pick up this narrative and spew their shit and make everybody believe what's going on when it ain't really what's going on. It's what they want you to think is going on. And I've begged y'all, and I'm begging you again, do your research. When you hear shit on the news, especially if you hear it from CNN and MSNBC and all them people, please do you some research. 90% of the time, ain't none of it true. It's all a narrative. It's all their agenda that they're pushing. You know, don't y'all find it strange that in a country with 330 million people, that all you see on the news is a black man getting shot by a white cop? Don't that seem strange to you? You know for a damn fact that there's been white folks shot by cops. Black cops, white cops, Asian cops. We don't never hear about that. Don't you find that kind of strange? If you don't, your cornbread ain't done. Now, and I don't mean to offend you, but if you looking at this shit and you thinking it's all that's happening in this country is white cops is shooting black men, your ass is retarded. There ain't no other way to put it. It's horseshit. And they're driving this narrative. And I'm going to tell y'all something. If they're not going to succeed. What's going to happen if the government gets bold enough, and I'm afraid they are? Out of this 330 million people in this country, 200 million of us own weapons. Out of them 200 million, 50 million probably own them for self-defense. The other 150 million own them for sporting events, deer hunting, game hunting, things of that nature. We love our guns. It's no different than if you got a sports car that you love and you put rims and tires and you wax it and you take care of it. That's your hobby. A lot of us have guns. That's our hobby. We're not going to kill nobody with them. But I'm going to tell you something. If these dumbass bastards we got in the government come down and try to take our guns, the shit is going to hit the fan. And you sorry son of a bitches up there writing up there in Minneapolis, y'all don't have a clue. And I hate to say what I'm saying, but that's what's going to happen. When they go to take the guns from law-abiding citizens, the shit ain't going to end well. It ain't going to happen. It ain't going to end well. No, we're not going to purposely go out and kill anybody. We're not going to go up and shoot up a FedEx office. We're not going to go to a school and kill anybody. But don't come thinking you're going to take the shit we got, because that ain't going to happen. And I know for a fact you can think, yeah, this guy's a lunatic. He's retarded. He's a dumbass. No, you know, people I'm talking to that watch me know I'm not a dumbass and a lunatic. If they come to forcibly take our guns, it is not going to end well. 200 million people in this country are law-abiding citizens that own firearms. They've never shot anybody. They've never had an idea to shoot anybody. But that's their given right to own that. And you not gonna come take it. So I hope you got bigger plans than that. That's all I'm gonna say. I can't say anything other than that. It's the fact, it's the truth. You know it, I know it. And this narrative the news media is pushing is driving this country in the ground. And until you start doing your research, you're not gonna know any better. Think about this. Every time a black man gets shot by a white cop, there is extenuating circumstances. He ran, he busted loose from them, he fought them, he done something. He didn't peacefully get handcuffed and put in the back of the car. If he hadda, he wouldn't have got shot. Now, I know for a fact, I ain't researched it, but I can research it. There's white folks that's been shot too. Probably white folks shot by black cops because they didn't obey. They didn't do what the cop asked them. Did the news people push it? Nope. Ain't no interest to them. They won't gain anything from that. There's nothing to gain from it. So they're not going to push the narrative. They're not going to put it out there. But oh, God Almighty, let a black man get shot by a white cop. Don't matter what the hell he done. Don't give a damn if he pulled a gun on him and shot the sumbitch. If he shot him, thank God they had on a bulletproof vest or something maybe. But oh, goddamn, if they shot him, oh, hell no. Oh, by God, a white cop shot a black man. Y'all, I am tired of that. And I know a bunch of the rest of y'all are too. And we have got to put a stop to this shit. And I've done decided up there in Minneapolis, you know, I want the authorities to go in there and with a fire truck and just wash them bastards down the street. But the more I think about it, why don't just everybody, just all, and I know it's tough. People own property there. They make their livings there. Why don't everybody just pull out and let CNN and MSNBC go there and cover it? Just everybody just pull out. Cops, the people that live there, just leave. Just go somewhere else and see how long it lasts. Because if they don't have news coverage and they don't have all this bullshit and all these narratives going on, hell, they'll quit. That's the reason they're doing it. They're not doing it for any cause. They're doing it because they want to show their ass and push a narrative. And it's not going to end well for them. It's not. And what scares me the most is out of the 200 million that I've talked to you about, or the 200 million that live in the suburbs. They don't live in the big cities. They love their life. They have their game on. They make a good living. They got a good family. They pray at the dinner table. They eat dinner with their kids and their families. And folks, when y'all go to fucking with them and you inflame that, you have not seen anything yet. And that scares the shit out of me. I do not want to kill anybody. I don't. That's the worst. That cannot ever. I don't. But I'm afraid the way this country's headed right now and what they're talking about doing, that's what's going to happen. And I'm going to tell you something. If they roll up in my yard and go to take my shit, somebody's going to die. It may be me, but it's just how it's going to be. I've never killed anybody. I've never had a desire to kill anybody. I don't, it don't. But I am not going to let some two-bit son of a bitch that some bastard up in New York elected come down here and tell me they going to take my rights away. That ain't going to happen. And there's millions and millions of people in this country. That is the only reason. Think about this, and then I'm going to sign off. We have had 2 world wars. There has never been fighting in this country. No other nation has ever invaded this country. Do you know why? Because they said they would be a rifle behind every blade of grass, and they knew they couldn't succeed in it. Now, if that don't bore into your soul, you are dumber than box of rocks. Y'all have a good night. Y'all have a good weekend. I'm signing off.